Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 8-year-old All-Star Game. Mount Juliet PeeWee Park. Tom Meredith bringing you the play-by-play at the camera, Andy Lund. Today, the American League will be the visiting team. The National League will be the home team. The American League coached by Donnie Romines of the Cardinals and assisted by Steve Kyle and Phil Akes, also of the Cardinals. Their lineup leading off from the Cardinals, the shortstop, number 10, Barry Romines. He'll be followed by Nicholas Gorman. He was number 11. He plays for the Pirates. Batting third, number 13, Eric Kyle, the left fielder, also a Cardinal. Batting next, number 35, Jeremy Smart, first base, Cardinals. He's followed by Ricky Norville, the right fielder of the Mets, wearing number 12. Wearing number 15, Scott Cole, center field, the Cardinals is next. 19, Jamie Johnson. Number 9, Keith Lanier. Number 14, Mark Medlin. Number 33, Chris X, the catcher of the Cardinals. Number 9, Larry Stewart of the Cubs. Number 13, Corky Crothers of the Cubs. Also, number 3, Bart Price of the Cubs. Number 31, Joshua Mangren of the Cubs. And possibly he may not be here. We'll see what happens when the batting order windows down. The final batter for the American League, John Odom. For the American League this year, the Cardinals were the winners. They finished in first, followed by the Pirates in second, Mets in third, Cubs in fourth, and Tigers rounded off in last. You view the National League. They're on the field defensively right now, getting a few words from the coaches. The National League is the home team. They're coached by Mike Castle of the Yankees, assisted by Sam Davis of the A's, and Jamie Gammons of the Indians. James Gammons, that is, of the Indians. In the National League today, this year, for the Pee Wee League, the A's were the winners. They were followed by the Yankees in second. The Indians took third. They were followed by the Dodgers in fourth. And the Giants in fifth. You see the National League defensively on the field. We're about to get underway. We have no information on any umpires. Our top 3 batters for the National will be Dwayne Lowe, Eddie Tignor, and Jeff Duty. Up to bat right now, Barry Romines. He'll be followed by Nicholas Gorman and Eric Kyle. Representing the pitcher for the American League is the Indian. That is Tignor. And Barry Romines elects to have his first pitch go by. Each batter gets a total of 7 pitches, or if he strikes out before that. Wind up in the pitch to Romine. Second pitch swung on hard, base hit over the shortstop's shoulder. Here comes Romine. He's going to stretch it for second. No, he's going to go halfway, and he's going to hesitate, and he's going to hold it. Throw in as it's flagged down by an Indian at second. He'll take a quick overlook to Romine, and Romine says, hey, man, I'm going no further. Romine's aboard with the single to start things off here in the 8-year-old All-Star Game for the American League, the visiting team. That'll bring up Nicholas Gorman to the plate. Nicholas, a member of the Pirates this year. He wears number 11, a left-handed hitter. He's dressed out in a yellow jersey with black trim. Nicholas takes his first pitch, and he elects for it to go by. This game being brought to you by Mr. Gattis. Mr. Gattis, a leader in pizza sports entertainment since 1983. The windup of the pitch to Gorman. Gorman swinging around and a miss. We have a runner on, no men out. That runner is Barry Romines. He led the inning off with a single. In the on-deck circle, Eric Kyle of the Cardinals. Nicholas Gorman is our batter. Nicholas has 2 pitches to him. This will be his third. The windup in the pitch. Swung on, strike 2. 2 strikes to Nicholas Gorman. The American League taking on the National League in earlier action today in an exciting, a real exciting contest. That is the 7-year-old All-Star Game. The American League defeated the National League by a score of 16-15. That went right down all 6 innings. This game also a 6-inning matchup or an hour and a half. However, the other game went over an hour and a half limit, and they played the 6 innings, which was well enough because it was an exciting match. Nicholas Gorman, the batter. And he watches it go by. Remind you, coming up in the top of the second hour, Mr. Gatti's trivia question. Wind up at the pitch to Gorman. Gorman swung on. That loops. That's going to fall for a base hit. Here comes Romines. Romines rounding second. They're sending him home. Here's the throw. There's going to be no throw at third base. Aboard with a single is Nicholas Gorman of the Pirates. Pulling into third base. Now he does. He steals it. Is Barry Romines. Barry Romines into third base. And our batter will be Eric Kyle. We have runners at the corners. First and third. Eric Kyle, the batter. Eric of the Cardinals. He plays left field and wears number 13. Eric slowly making his way out the dugout, changing his bats. And he'll bat right-handed. Eric dressed out in red jerseys with white trim, which represent the Cardinals. The Cardinals of the American League. The Mount Juliet American League, that is. And now he's going to switch another bat again. Eric Kyle has 33 personal bats of his own. And he may like the grip on that one. He seems to as he takes some 2 quick check swings, and we'll get things rolling again. The windup pitch to Kyle. He elects to let it go by. Tom Meredith bringing you the play-by-play at the camera, Andy Lund. This is a Mr. Gattis Sports exclusive. And he likes to go by also. I'd like to remind you, any attempt in retransmitting or retaping this tape without the express written consent of the Mr. Gatti Video Network is prohibited by law. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Runners at the corners. No men away. We have no score as of yet. American taking on the National League, the 8-year-old All-Star matchup from the PeeWee field in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. The wind up in the pitch, and that's swung on hard by Kyle, just fouled down the first base line. And the National League dugout wipes a little sweat off their faces. That one close. Eric Kyle with a few quick words of encouragement, and we'll get things moving again. Wind up in the pitch to Kyle. Kyle elects to take it once again. In the on-deck circle, Jeremy Smart of the Cardinals. Wind up in the pitch. And Kyle lets that one go by, too. The National League this year is coached by Mike Castle of the Yankees, assisted by Sam Davis of the A's, and James Gammons of the Indians. They're defensively on the field. The National League coached by Donnie Roman, Steve Kyle, and Phil X, all of the Cardinals. Base hit, Kyle. Here comes one run as Barry Romines will score. He's looping for third. Will he make it? Yes, he will. As Nicholas Gorman pulls into third, pulling for second. His throw, he's out of there going for second. Eric Kyle going for the throw home. Not in time to get out Nicholas Gorman, however. Scoring on the play, Barry Romines and Nicholas Gorman sneaking later to score after Eric Kyle was thrown out from the center field. 7-4 trying to steal second. However, scoring later on that same play was Nicholas Gorman. The American League takes a quick 2-0 jump with one out here in the top of the first over the National League. Eric Kyle out. That'll bring up Jeremy Smart. Jeremy Smart, the first baseman of the Cardinals. He wears number 35. 2-0 our score. American League leads over the National League, yet the National League has to bat. We have no runners on. Eric Kyle was tagged out trying to make a single, a double. Sneaking in to score was Nicholas Gorman. For some reason, the National League thought all chaos was gone on the field, and he snuck right in there from third base with the second run of the American League. Jeremy Smart hits that one. That's drifting foul. Left fielder in foul territory. He misplays it. However, Jeremy Smart looping all the way to second, showing some nice speed out there to no avail as the ball is foul, and he will have to go back to bat with one strike. In the on-deck circle, Ricky Norville of the Mets. Wind up in the pitch to Smart. Smart swung on, fouled away, strike 2. See, fouls it back behind home plate against the webbing. This game being brought to you by Mr. Gattis Pizza. Smart fouls it off again. Behind the plate catching, it's a giant. It's either Jeremy Corley or John Blanton. And that ball is hit hard. We do mean hard by Smart. Nice play out there by the center fielder. Nice play. That's the Yankee center fielder, Mike Castle. 2 away on the grab by Castle out there, retiring Jeremy Smart. 8 on the out, that is. And Ricky Norville will be the batter with 2 away and no men on in the American League, leading by a score of 2-0. Ricky Norville of the Mets. Ricky dressed out in a yellow jersey with black trim. The wind up in the pitch. He elects not to take it. 1 pitch to Ricky Norville. He'll get 6 more. Here's the pitch. Norville doesn't like that one either. 2 hits for the National American League this inning. 2 runs. We've seen no errors. Why the pitch? That's hit hard. Bounces over the third baseman. And aboard with a single is Ricky Norville. Ricky Norville keeping the American alive here in the first. That'll bring up Cardinals' Scott Cole. Cole, the center fielder. He wears number 15. Cole, a right-handed hitter. Got the play at second or first if it's bounced up by the pitcher or first baseman or possibly the catcher. Wind up in the pitch. Nothing. Scott Cole, our batter. On base, Ricky Norville of the Mets. Wind up in the pitch to Cole. Cole hits that hard. Right out there to the Indians. Right fielder grabs a nice play by the engine out there in right field to retire things here for the American League in the top half of the first. For the American League in the top half of the first, they get a total of 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors. We have completed 1/2 of baseball play with the score. The American League 2, the National League coming to bat. First up to bat for the National League, Dwayne Lowe of the A's. He'll be followed by Eddie Tigner of the Indians and Jeff Duty of the Yankees. And Lowe takes his first pitch. Who's that, Eddie Tigner? He takes the second pitch, swung on, and that's a long drive out there. Oh, boy, and a nice stab out there by the center fielder, Scott Cole. Nice play by Scott Cole, saving possibly a triple against the fence out there. What a defensive play by Scott Cole of the Cardinals. 1 away for the American League, or the National League. That'll bring up Eddie Tigner of the Indians. Moving into the on-deck circle, Jeff Duty of the Yankees. Tigner pops it up, his first pitch, underneath of the pitcher, 2 away. And the American League is hot. Pitcher of the Pirates takes that. This brings up Jeff Duty with 2 away. Ball swung on. Fielded by the second baseman of the Pirates over to first. 4-3 on the out. And for the National League in the bottom of the first, they go down 1, 2, 3. They get no hits. They get no errors, none left on base, nothing across. We have completed 1 inning of baseball play with the score. The American League 2, the National League, nothing. All right. We go to the top of the second. The American League has a 2-0 lead. Back in the bottom of the first, the National League was started 1, 2, 3. Nice defensive play by the American League, and especially out there by center fielder Scott Cole as he took off the lead-off hit by Dwayne Lowe, possibly maybe a home run, more likely a triple as he took it on the fence. Our batter right now will be Jamie Johnson, Jamie Amet. Jamie hits that one deep, deep, deep. Goodbye! Home run, Jamie Johnson to lead things off here in the second inning of play. And it is now a 3-0 American League. Jamie Johnson took that pitch all the way, and he lashed that one deep out there, 435 feet into the center field bleachers. We have a sold-out crowd today, 75,000 on hand for today's All-Star game. Jamie Johnson being congratulated by his teammates over in the first base dugout, and the American League team leads it 3-0. Nice way to start off the top of the second. That'll bring up Keith Lanier. Keith Lanier, a Pirate. We have no men away. In the on-deck circle, Mark Medlin. Out there on the mound, the American League coach appears a little shaken up on the play. However, he's young and he'll bounce back. Wind up in the pitch. And Keith Lanier decides not to take it. Keith Lanier, a Pirate. We have a trivia question, we promise, coming up this inning. Keith Lanier, swing and a miss, strike 1. The Iron Horse, and we'll get this in a second. Here's the pitch to Lanier. Foul back. The Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig of the Yankees, replaced Wally Pipp at first base, and he played a record consecutive games that has never been broken since. Can you name what player replaced Gehrig at first base? Wally Pipp replaced, who Gehrig replaced, but can you name who replaced Gehrig at first base when Gehrig's career ended when he benched himself? That answer coming up in the top of the third. Keith Lanier, our batter. That ball is fouled off for strike two. If you missed it, just walking in, Jamie Johnson led things off here in the top of the second for the American League with a towering shot right down the power alley of center, home run to make the score 3-0 National League. It was a solo home run. Nobody was on base. Our batter, Keith Lanier. Line pitch to Lanier. Swung on, bouncing ball. Fielded by the second baseman. That's Castle. Over to first. Is it in time? Yes, it is, says the umpire. 4-3 on the out. One away. As Castle gets it to former teammate, Yankee at first base, Jeff Duty. No, he's safe. What is it calling out? It appeared that the umpire had made an out signal. I thought thumb up in the air meant out. However, he is safe. And safe is Keith Lanier. Our batter, Mark Medlin. Medlin also a Pirate. Medlin swinging a miss, strike one. Swinging a miss, strike two to Mark Medlin. We have no men out. One runner on. That's Keith Lanier of the Pirates. His teammate, Mark Medlin's up the bat in the on-deck circle. Chris X of the Cardinals. Or Chris Akes, that is. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Maybe not. However, Mark Medlin, the batter. Mark Medlin swinging a miss, strike three, and we have one away. That'll bring up Chris Akes. Chris Akes, the catcher, plays for the Cardinals. One away, one runner on. Top of the second. Chris Akes, our batter, in the on-deck circle, Larry Stewart of the Cubs. Chris Akes. Wind up. And he elects not to take the pitch. Chris Akes, without a doubt, power as the outfielders are backed up against the fences. Chris Akes, a large boy for size, for an 8-year-old. And he hits that one hard, bouncing ball into the outfield. Pulling into second is the Pirate, Lanier, and Chris Akes has himself a single. Runners at first and second, one away, and our batter, Larry Stewart of the Cubs. Larry wearing a maroon jersey with gold lettering, which represents the Cubs of the American League. This is Larry's first trip to the plate this evening. He'll be followed by teammate Corky Crothers, teammate Bart Price, teammate Joshua Mangrum also. Larry Stewart bounces the ball right to the third baseman. He'll take the force out to get the Pirate Lanier over to second. Is it a time? Yes, it is to get the Cardinal. They got a nice play getting Chris Akes out of there as the third baseman turns it. And that'll end things here in the top of the second. For the National or the American League in the top of the second, they get one run on a solo shot by Jamie Johnson of the Mets that opened the inning. However, after that, they only get one more hit. They leave a total of one man stranded, and we see no errors. We have completed 1 1/2 innings of baseball play with the score. The American League 3, the National League nothing. And up to bat for the National League will be Yankee Mike Castle, will be followed by the A's Steve Davis and Indian Whit Gammon. It's a 3-0 American League. Swing and a miss for Castle. In the on-deck circle, Steve Davis. Castle elects not to take his second pitch. Back in the swing and a miss, strike two. Back in the top of the second, we saw a beautiful ending double play by the third baseman as he caught the ball off the bat of Larry Stewart, then threw to second to get out Cardinal Chris Akes. And striking out for the first out is Mike Castle. Mike Castle, the fourth batter. And so far this evening, the National League batters have been retired 1, 2, 3, 4. Steve Davis of the A's will try to make that different. Stepping into the on-deck circle, Whit Gammon of the Indians. And Davis elects not to take the pitch. Wind up in the pitch to Davis. Davis, swing, pop, foul. Everybody giving catch as the Cardinal catcher gives catch also. However, to no avail as it falls foul, strike number one. One away, bottom of the second. 3-0 to score. American over National. Up ball swung on hard. Third baseman giving charge. He drops. He can't make it. And on board with the first hit for the National League is Steve Davis with a single. Steve Davis aboard on first. Third baseman of the Pirates made a nice charge, however, to no avail. Our batter now, Whit Gammon of the Indians. Whit Gammon, a left-handed hitter. Wind up in the pitch. And Whit lets it go by. We have one out, one runner aboard. Whit, swing hard, miss, strike one. Whit Gammon looking to put that out of the ballpark. And Whit elects to let that one pass by also. 3 pitches to Whit Gammon. He has 4 remaining. Here's the windup. Whit Gammon, hard slice, a base hit, Whit Gammon. Here comes Davis. Davis, he's single. He's moving to third. Here's the relay throw. Here's the throw to third. Davis is out of there. Here's Gammon. No, he's safe as the third baseman dropped the ball at the last minute. Davis is safe at third base as the third baseman has dropped the ball. On board with a double is Whit Gammon. We now have runners at second and at third. And we now lay stage to Yankee Ben Winters. Ben Winters wearing number 5. In the on-deck circle, Adam Davis of the A's. One out, runners at second and third. Ben Davis. And the Cardinal center fielder takes that, however, tagging and scoring will be Davis, Steve Davis of the A's. Here's Gammon, the throw to third, not in time as the third baseman drops it. Now Gammon will hold. Gammon will hold. Nice play by the center fielder of the Cardinals, Scott Cole, taking Ben Winters' throw, or hit, that is, throw, taking his hit. Steve Davis scores to make the score 3-1. Safe third is Whit Gammon. Or that is Steve Davis tagging the sacrifice of Ben Winters. We have 2 away, and up to bat, Adam Davis of the A's. Adam wears number 32, and he plays third base. Three-1 the score. Adam fouls it off. Strike one. Mind you, coming up in the top of the third, Mr. Gattis trivia question answer. Bouncing ball fielded by the second baseman. That should do it. It does. 4-3 on the out to retire Adam Davis and to retire the National League here in the bottom of the second. For the National League, get a total of 1 run on a total of 2 hits, and we see 1 error. We have completed a total of 2 innings of baseball play with the score. The American League 3, the National League 1. Top of the third, up the bat, Corky Crothers. It's a 3-1 lead for the American League. The National coming up with 1 run back in the bottom of the second. Corky Crothers will be followed by Bart Price and Joshua Mangrum, all Cub teammates. Corky lets the second pitch go by. After Crothers bats, we'll have the answer to our Mr. Gattis trivia question. Popped up, taken by the pitcher of the Indians, Eddie Tignor, out number 1. 1 away. Answer to our Mr. Gattis trivia question. Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse, replaced Wally Pipp at first base for the Yankees. Who replaced Gehrig at first base when he benched himself? The answer, Babe Dahlgren. What do you win for getting that trivia question? Well, nothing at all. Bouncing ball. fielded by the shortstop. Here's the throw over to first. Is it in time? Yes, it is. Nice play. 6-3 on the out. 2 away. That'll bring up Joshua Mangrum of the Cubs. Joshua Mangrum hits that one hard. Second baseman takes the dive at it, however, to no avail. Here's the throw in, and Joshua will have to hold up at first with a single. Joshua Mangrum keeping the American League alive here in the top of the third. That'll bring up John Odom. It should. Well, we'll see. Odom, we had a little controversy about. We don't know if he was going to show up or not. We'll find out right here. It'll be either Odom or leadoff hitter Barry Romaines. And it's a Cardinal. It looks like coming out. It looks like Barry Romaines. And it probably is. It is. It's Romaines. We go back to the leadoff hitter, Barry Romaines, as Odom does not show up for the game. And Barry lets it go by. We have one runner aboard, 2 away, top of the third, 3-1 the score. The American over the National. Mount Juliet, PeeWee Field, the 8-year-old All-Star game being carried on 55 networks worldwide. Hot ball hits solid right back to the third base. But nice play by third baseman of the A's, 32, Adam Davis, to end things here. 5 on the out of Barry Romaines. And for the American here in the top of the third, they get a total of no runs on 1 hit. They leave 1 man stranded, no errors. We've completed 2 1/2 innings of baseball play with the score. The American 3, the National 1. We'll be back in a moment. Third up to bat, Jeremy Corley of the Giants. Jeremy connects. That ball sent deep. Home run, Jeremy Corley, and a man saves his pickup at the same time. Nice play by the spectator out there, saving the back window of his Chevy out there. And Jeremy Corley has the second home run of the ball game. And his National League teammates come out to congratulate him. And now it is a 3-2 ball game. Jeremy putting that over the right center field fence. That'll bring up Brad Dawson of the Yankees. 3-2 the score. Brad fouls it back into the fence. Brad elects that one to go by. Brad with 1 strike on him. In the on-deck circle, Brian Eastman of the Indians. Dawson lets that one go by. 3-2 the score, and if you just missed it, Jeremy Corley of the Giants sent a line shot over the right center field fence. That ball's popped up. Cardinal catcher under it. That's in the webbing, and we have no play. 2 strikes to Brad Dawson. No men away. Bottom of the third. American League or National looking to tie it up. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That should be. And it is. And we have 1 away as Brad Dawson strikes out. That'll bring up the Indian, Brian Eastman. The Tribe is decked out in orange jerseys with white trim. Eastman wearing number 12. Lined up at the pitch. Eastman. Base hit. Eastman digging for first. Center fielder bobbles it. Let's go out there. However, Eastman will have to go back to first. Here's the throw. Eastman is causing the pickle. Eastman digging for second, and he's in there as the first baseman loses the ball. Eastman with a single and a stolen base. Brian Eastman showing some agility out there offensively for the National League. John Blanton up to bat for the Giants. We have 1 out. We have 1 runner aboard. The score is 3-2. And we have a little congregation as the American meets out by the mound. Also, a few words of encouragement out there at home plate is John Blanton. He will be our next batter. Fudge syndrome strikes again. He will be followed by Michael Porter and Shane Martin, and finally Chad Bankum. Our score, once again, is the American League 3, the National League 2. However, that can be different as the National League is threading here in the bottom of the third. Pitch to Blanton. He elects not to take it. Swing and a miss. Bouncing ball. That gets in the center fielder. Center field. Here comes Eastman. Eastman rounding third. He'll have to come back. And holding at first with a single will be the Yankees or the Giants, Blanton. Pulling into third, Eastman. We have runners at the corners, first and at third. We have one away, and our batter, Michael Porter of the Dodgers. In the on-deck circles, Shane Martin of the Yankees. Pitch to Porter. Porter swings on. Bouncy ball down the first base line. Field by the first baseman. He'll make the tag himself for the second out. 3 on the out of Michael Porter. Coming in scoring hard at that. Brian Eastman, he wants to make known the third and tying run, and he does that as he takes down the whole backstop. Michael Bryan, plans to play football in the Mount Juliet League without a doubt coming up here this fall. We're knotted at 3 apiece. We have one runner on, and that is Yankee. Bouncing ball taken by the first baseman. And Shea Martin's out of there. So that ends things here in the third inning of play. For the National League, they come up with 2 runs. One on a home run by Jeremy Corley opening the inning. And another one by Brian Eastman crossing and taking down the backstop. We have completed 3 innings of baseball play with the score 3-3. Gorman of the Pirates. Nicholas will be followed by Eric Kyle and Jeremy Smart. Nicholas, the second batter in the American lineup. We're tied 2 runs apiece. Nicholas swings on it hard. Bouncing ball fielded by the second baseman. That's Castle. Castle over to the teammate. That is Duty. 1 away. 4-3 on the out of Nicholas Gorman. That'll bring up Eric Kyle. Kyle last time up hit it out to the center fielder for a base hit. It looked like, however, he tried to stretch it into a double and was thrown out coming into second. Eric Kyle of the Cardinals is our batter with 1 away. If you missed it back in the bottom of the third, Eastman came across the plate, tearing down the backstop to score the tying run. That's out in right field, gets over the Indians' head out there in right field. Here comes Kyle. He'll hold it. He should have stretched it for second. However, he hesitated, and he must hold it for a single. On board, Eric Kyle keeping the American alive here in the top of the fourth. That'll bring up Jeremy Smart. Jeremy Smart last time up flew out to center. That was back in the second. Or that was in the first, excuse me.
Okay, Sam, be awake, buddy. Need a good arm out of you over there, okay?
And Jeremy Smart pops it back. That's fouled on the first base line as the catcher and first baseman Jeremy Smart, the batter. We have one runner on. Jeremy Smart hits that hard. In the center field, gets the fence. Here comes Kyle. Kyle stretching for third. He's going to make it. Here's the throw to second. Second baseman lose it. Now here comes Smart. Smart into second. Kyle will score. We are not at, or no, the American League goes back in the lead by a score of 4-3 now as Kyle comes in off the double of Jeremy Smart. Jeremy Smart with an RBI double. Driving in Kyle from first. It is now a 4-3 ball game, National American League. Ricky Norville, our batter of the Mets. At second, Jeremy Smart. Norville, check swing. Appears ready. Here's the pitch. Norville takes the first pitch. He hits that hard base hit. Here comes Smart. Here goes Smart around third. And here he comes in with the 6th run, and it is a 6-4 National League. Or American League. I'll get it right ahead of National League first in the other game. American League lead. RBI single for Ricky Norville. That's Ricky's second single of the ball game. 5. That is the score is now 5-3. Our batter, Scott Cole, the center fielder, the great defensive center fielder of the Cardinals. Scott, bouncing ball, fielded by the Yankees. Shortstop, not in time as he flips to the second and try to get out the Pirate there. And with the single is Scott Cole. Scott Cole with the single, advancing to second, Ricky Norville. Runners at first and second. We have two away, or we have one away, that is, one away, and our batter now will be Jamie Johnson of the Mets. Jamie last time up had a home run to lead things off in the top of the second. Can he do it again? We shall find out. With runners at first and at second, it's a 5-3 lead, American over National. We're in the top of the fourth. Top of the fourth inning. He lets it go by. Giant cockroach making its way out down the third base line there. If you can pick that up on camera. I know everybody like to see that. Make you appreciate your pizza more out there. Bouncing ball. Here's the throw to first by the pitcher. One run will score. And the first baseman, did he drop the ball? No, he didn't. Out at first base is the Met that hit the home run, Jamie Johnson. However, scoring from third is Ricky Norville of the Mets. And pulling in is the Pirates. Six to 4 the score. Scott Cole and Ricky Norville. The run did come in, I apologize. Still 5-3 the score. Ricky Norville stands up to bat right now is Keith Lanier. Ricky Norville is a Pirate. I called him a Met. He's a Pirate. Correct myself, that is. Lanier hits that one high, towering center fielder under it. He has it to end things here in the inning. As Keith Lanier's retired, but not until the American League does some damage to score a total of 2 runs on 3 hits. We see 1 error. We have completed 3 1/2 innings of baseball play from PeeWee Field here in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, with the score: the American League 5, the National League 3. Up to bat now, the bottom of the order for the National League, Indian Chad Bankum. It's a 5-3 ball game in favor of the American League. Bankum, bouncing ball, third base side, fielded by a Cardinal. He scoops it on the throw and run and throw, that is, and we have 1 away. 5-3 on the out of Bankum. And I'll bring up the top of the order. Dwayne Lowe. Lowe last time up almost had a home run. He sent it deep into center. However, it was snagged by the center fielder, Scott Cole. Lowe, a power hitter. He'll lead things off. Once again, his last time up, as we mentioned, he flew out to center. Wind up pitch to Lowe. Lowe elects not to take it. In the on-deck circle, Eddie Tigner. Lowe lets that one go by, too. We have 1 away. We're in the bottom of the fourth, and it is a 5-3 National League lead, or American League lead, that is. Pitch low, bouncing ball, hit sharp. Gets past the second baseman, a hop. That's all the way to the fence. Here's Lowe. He's going to round it for second. Here's the throw. Gets past the second baseman, and Lowe will hold it at second quickly. Dwayne Lowe. Nice hit as he stretches it into a double. That'll bring up Eddie Tigner. Tigner last time up hit it right back to the pitcher. In the on-deck circle, Yankee Jeff Duty. Wind up and pitch to Tigner. Tigner elects to let it go by. at first base, or at second, low. In the on-deck circle, Jeff Duty. We have one away. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Interesting thing this year for the American League team. No Tigers made it, it seems. Seems like all the other teams have one representative. Tigner pops it foul. Catcher underneath it. He drops it. But, however, everybody must come back. And we'll try it once again. Tigner hits that solid. Over the second baseman's head. Here comes Lowe. Lowe rounding third. Lowe, he's going to go home. That's going to make the score 5-4. Tigner with an RBI single. Driving in, Dwayne Lowe from second. The score now 5-4 in favor of the American League. And Jeff Duty will try to make that different with one away. In the on-deck circle now, Mike Castle. Wind up in the pitch to Duty. Duty pops out high. Then the right fielder drops it. Here comes Tigner. Tigner halfway. He'll bat second to throw. It's high. Tigner is safe. And safe at first base is Duty with a single. We have runners at first and at second. We have one away in our batter, Mike Castle of the Yankees. Castle last time up struck out in the second inning of play. Moving into the on-deck circle, Steve Davis of the A's. Wind up in the pitch to Castle. Castle lashing ball down third base line. He gets through his legs. Here comes Tigner. Tigner, he's going to go home. Tigner's going to score. We are knotted at 5 runs apiece. End of third base is Duty, and aboard with an RBI single is Mike Castle. Tigner in. We are knotted at 5 runs apiece. Duty at third. Castle at first. Our batter, Steve Davis of the A's. Steve Davis last time up had a single. Or flew out. Bouncing ball. Fielded by the shortstop. He'll flip the second for the force out of Castle. Throw. It's a time. Nice double play to end the inning by the shortstop out of there. On the out. 6-4-3 on the double killing, and that ends things here in the bottom of the fourth. However, not until the National League does the damage. For the National League, they scored 2 runs on 3 hits. We see 1 error. We have completed 4 innings of baseball play with the score 5-5.
I don't see any rain coming in, though. I see the moon's coming.
Medlin of the Pirates. Medlin last time up struck out. We are not at 5 runs apiece. Coming in to score were Eddie Tigner and Dwayne Lowe to knot the ball game for the National back in the bottom of the fourth. Currently on top of the fifth, Mark Medlin followed by Chris Akes and Larry Stewart. Swing and a miss by Medlin. Strike 1. We play 6th inning. There is no time delay in the All-Star game, so I apologize for that. I thought there would be. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 as it sits off behind home plate. In the on-deck circle, Chris Akes of the Cardinals. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and he is out of there. 1 away. That'll bring up Chris Akes. Akes last time up. Singled. And later was thrown out on the 5-6 force out. Chris Akes, outfielders back against the fence. No doubt the power to put it out of this ballpark. Wind up and pitch to Akes. And he elects not to take it. The batters get 7 pitches. They don't take the 7th pitch. If it's a strike, they're out of there. Or if they strike out for the 7 pitches, whatever. Ball fouled. Strike 1 behind the third base dugout. Remind you, coming up after this game, Mr. Gattis Sports World. Marv Elbert and Dr. Bernie Pacheco will be down in Panama bringing us the amateur fights. Strike 2. To our batter, Cardinal, Chris Akes. Chris Akes lets that one go by. On the mound, representing the so-called pitcher, is Indian Eddie Tignor. That ball's hit hard. I mean hard. And he'll just get a signal out there as we get a nice relay throw by the giant left fielder. Akes keeps the National League, or the American League team, that is, alive with a single. One away. Medlin led off things with a strikeout. Chris Akes aboard, and that'll bring up Larry Stewart of the Cubs. Stewart last time up hit it to the third baseman. Wind up and pitch to Stewart, and he lets it go by. That's a base hit. Here comes Akes. Akes rounding second. He'll stretch it for third. Here's the relay throw. There's not going to be a time. Aboard with the single was Stewart of the Cubs. Akes posing to third. We have runners at the corners first and at third. We have one away. And we are knotted at 5 runs apiece. And our batter now will be Corky Crothers. Corky Crothers, home run, Corky Crothers. It looked like a line, now a fan throws it back. Is that legal? Are they going to make the play at home plate? Corky Crothers with a 3 RBI homer. And the National, or the American League, has just jumped out to an 8-5 lead. And some fan made a nice throw out there. I didn't even see who it was, but it was a nice play to the plate. It could have got all 3 runners coming in. Coming in to score in that play are Chris Akes, Larry Stewart, and Corky himself. 8-5 our score. American over National League. We have one away, and our batter will be Bart Price. Corky Crothers. What a great name for the Leave It to Beaver series. Corky Crothers. That would be easy to write on a baseball card later on in the major leagues. Nice line shot. Possibly looked like it was going to bounce off the fence over the left field wall. And it gives the American League a 8-5 lead. And maybe enough runs to win this ball game. Once again, whoever was out there and made that throw, nice throw. Our batter, Bart Price. Bart last time up hit it to the shortstop who threw him out. We have one away. 8-5 the score. American over National. We're coming to you from the PeeWee field in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Bart fouls it off for a strike. Bouncing ball, fielded by the second baseman. He bobbles it, tosses it to first. It's in time. Nice play by the second baseman out there as he rolled on his knees a little bit. Finally came up with a scoop to the first for the second out of the ball game. 4-3 on the out of Bart Price. We have 2 away now, and that'll bring up Joshua Mangrum. Joshua last time up had a single. Joshua, where's number 31? We have 2 away, no men on base. However, the story of this inning has to be Corky Crothers, a 3-run homer over the left field wall. Driving in Akes and Stewart, and Crothers himself. Popped it up, second baseman got it, has it. And that'll do it for the top of the 5th. For the Americans, top of the 5th, they come up with 3 runs on a 3-run homer by Corky Crothers on a total of 2 hits. And we see no errors, or 3 hits make that, and no errors. We have completed 3 1/2 innings of baseball play with the score. The American League 8, the National League 5. Back, bottom of the 5th, leading things off, the Indian, Whit Gammon. Gammon last time up hit it to center field. He was retired. In the on-deck circle, Ben Winters of the Yankees. Bouncy ball fielded nicely by the Pirates. Pitcher, turnaround, throw out of there. 1-3 on the out. Nice play by the Pirates pitcher out there, and I can't catch his number out there. He caught that one backhanded, spun around in a 180-degree turn, and threw to first. You don't see that too often in PeeWee League baseball. Well, I guess that's why they're all-stars. Ben Winters up the bat for the Yankees now. Ben, 2 pitches, decides to take nothing. In the on-deck circle, Adam Davis of the A's. Ben fouls it back. No plays, it goes behind home plate. That ball is hit hard by Winters. That's against the center field fence. He's going to stretch it for 2. No, he won't. He'll go back to first. Winters with a single to keep the National League alive here in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up Adam Davis to the A's with a runner on and 1 away. Adam Davis, the pitch. He lets it go by. Adam Davis currently hitless. He's looking for that. He lets that one go by also. Adam Davis to have a few words with the pitcher.
Throw your shoulders and your belly button. You're not using your waist. Pull your body around. Pull your body. Your whole body. All right. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect.
The pitch to Davis. Davis, bouncing ball. Fielded by the second baseman. He won't have a play to second, but he will to first. 4-3 on the out. And we have 2 away. Advancing to second on the 4-3 will be Ben Winters. We have 1 runner aboard, and up to bat now for the Giants. He has a home run already. Is Gerald Corley. Corley, Dave, goodbye. Corley, 2 consecutive home runs. That's a 2-run homer, and it is now an 8-7 ball game as the American League pulls in within 1 run. Jeremy Corley, 2 consecutive home runs in a row. He led off the 3rd with the home run, or the 4th, and now here in the bottom of the 5th, he has a home run. 2 consecutive homers for Jeremy Corley on the evening. He's only had 2 bats. It is now an 8-7 ball game. The National League only behind by 1 run. Our batter now, Brad Dawson. Brad Dawson of the Yankees should be the batter, and he's shuffling around there. A little excitement in the National League dugout from the home run. We should get ready here in a second. Lightning starting to flash. Possibly a sign of rain. That's what it usually is. And coming out is Brad Dawson of the Yankees. Brad, last time up, struck out. 2 away. 8-7 the score. Favor of the American League. The wide pitch to Dawson. Dawson swings on it. Bouncing ball in the left field for a base hit. Dawson rounding first. That ball against the fence. Will he stretch it for second? No, he won't, as the relay throw comes in sharp and swiftly. Brad Dawson with a single, and that'll bring up Brian Eastman of the Indians. Brian Eastman looking to drive in some more insurance runs with 2 away and a runner on. Brian Eastman, the batter. Eastman, bouncy ball. It's a base hit. He gets by the second shortstop. Shortstop made a nice dive for it. And Eastman will hold it first, and also at second holding will be Brad Dawson. Eastman with a single. Runners now at first and at second, 2 away, and John Blanton of the Giants will be our batter. Thunder starting to roar in. We hope the rain doesn't affect our ball game here. We're in the bottom of the 5th. We only got 1 more inning to play. We got ourselves an exciting ball game here. Blanton hits that hard. Base hit. Here comes Dawson. Dawson signaling home. We're not at 8 runs apiece. Here comes Eastman. Eastman holding in the 3rd. Blanton into 2nd. Blanton with an RBI double. Eastman at 3rd. Blanton at 2nd. 2 away. Our battle, Michael Porter of the Dodgers. 8-8 the score. The story has to be the home run by Jeremy Corley. Here it was a 3 RBI homer. Or a two-run homer by Jeremy Corley, that is. Driving to Adam Davis also. That made the score 8-7, and now coming in the score right now was Brad Dawson of the A's on the double by John Blanton of the Giants. Or Brad Dawson of the Yankees on the double by Dawson of the Giants. We're knotted at 8 runs apiece. Eastman stands at third, Blanton at second, and our batter, Michael Porter. Michael Porter is hitless. Last time up, he hit it to the first baseman. He'll try to make that different now. American or National League looking for the lead. Pitch to Porter, swing and a miss, strike one. In the on-deck circle, Shane Martin. Lightning starting to flash PeeWee Field. Ball, foul, third base line, and strike two. Porter, our batter, with 2 strikes against him. We're knotted at 8 runs apiece. Wind up pitch to Porter. Porter, swing. Is it? No, nice play by the first baseman to end things here in the 5th inning of play. For the National League in the 5th inning of play, they come up with a total of 3 runs on a total of 3 hits, including a 2-run homer by Corley, Jeremy Corley of the Giants. We have completed 5 innings of play with the score 8-8 in All-Star battle. We're knotted at 8 runs apiece. Leadoff hitter Barry Romines up to bat. We're going to go down all the way to the wire. They couldn't have ridden it better. Both games, back in the 7-year-old All-Star game, the American League defeated the National League by a score of 16-15 in a thriller. This one may turn out to be the same. The clutch hit's turning out. Bunt, here's the throw. Is it in time? No, it's out of there. However, nice effort by the catcher of the Giants. That is number 15, John Blanton. Safe at first with a single is Barry Romines. And I feel the first raindrop coming. Hopefully she'll just be a weak drizzle. It'll be a pity to end this game here in the 6th. We are knotted at 8 runs apiece, and the rain steadily coming down. However, just a light drizzle right now. However, it's not raining in the air-conditioned comfort of Mr. Gattis. Rain does not come through videotape. However, rain does wreck videotape, and we'll have to take the equipment away, and we may miss the 6th inning. Because we have nothing to protect our equipment with in case of rain. Bouncing ball, that's a base hit for the Pirate. Nicholas Gorman, here comes Barry Romines. Throw to third is not going to be time. The second baseman makes a fake throw. Gorman caught the bait. Here's the throw home. Romaines is in there. The National League takes the lead, 9-8. Here comes Gorman. Gorman into second. Rain starting to fall. Pencil out of lead. I can't write. Rain starting to fall steadily. Nicholas Gorman into second. Barry Romaines across the plate, 9-8. Cameraman Andy Lunn heading out to get the umbrella. And are we still running? I think we are. I'm still on here. I'll walk in front of the camera here. I'll move to the camera and try to do play-by-play and film at the same time. We are on. And our batter is a Cardinal for sure. It is Eric Kyle. It should be. We're number 6. He's not listed. That's Eric Kyle. Eric Kyle, bouncing ball right back to the pitcher as he snags it. And we'll go back to home plate. Our next batter will be a Giant. Now, up to bat now, Jeremy Smart. Jeremy Smart. We have one runner on. Jeremy Smart, the batter. Andy Lunn should be back in a second. Pitch to Smart, goes by. And here comes Andy Lunn. Wait till they see my filming ability. The guy hit the ball somewhere, and I'm somewhere in left field, and it's right back to the pitcher. Our batter, Jeremy Smart. Rain falling steadily. Jeremy Smart hits that one fairly shallow center fielder under it. He makes a crazy little jump and falls on his back. Here comes the Pirate. That is Nicholas Gorman. Nicholas Gorman holding up at third, holding at second, Jeremy Smart. It is a 9-8 American League lead as Barry Romaine scored the first run. We got a timeout, rain falling steadily. We hope to get through this inning, this entire inning in that. Excuse me?
It's just
Ricky Norville hits the ball into the outfield. He's aboard with a base hit. One more run will come across the plate as Nicholas Gorman comes across the plate. It is a 10-8 ball game. Now sneaking in is Eric Kyle. Eric Kyle, and it is 11-8 ball game. And safe at second is Ricky Norville. 11-8 is our score in favor of the American League as they jump on hard here with a total of 3 runs in the top of the 6th. The American League, or the National League that is, has a working cut out for them in the bottom of the 6th inning of play. '15, Scott Cole, our batter. Scott Cole. Oh, no, I'll be okay. Stand right here. Scott Cole, our batter. Standing at second is Pirate Ricky Norville. Rain falling steadily, yet not hard, here at Mount Juliet PeeWee Park. We have one out. And Cole hits that hard. Nice snag out there by the center fielder as he falls down. Beautiful catch. Here's the throw. Holding it at second is the Pirate Ricky Norville. Nice catch by the center fielder out there of the Dodgers. That is Michael Porter on that catch. Nice play, Michael Porter. That'll bring up Jamie Johnson of the Mets. Jamie, a home run so far in the game. Last time out, he hit it to the pitcher who threw to second. Or through to first, that is. Rain steadily falling, lightning flashing. We hope to get through this All-Star game. If they call it, I don't know if they'll give the American League the winner now, even though they're ahead by 3 runs at the time. They may postpone it for another period of time. Our batter right now is Keith Lanier of the Pirates. That ball popped up. And that drops in between the right field and center field. One more run will score as Norville comes across the plate. It is a 12 ball game. Here comes the run. Is it a time? Not on time. Safe is Keith Lanier. Keith Lanier with an RBI triple driving in Norville. It is a 12-8 lead for the American League. 4 runs this inning. Up to bat right now, former Pirate teammate Mark Medlin. Medlin will try to drive in Lanier. The pitch to Medlin, swing and a miss, strike 1. Bouncy ball, that rolls foul. And having to head back to third base will be Lanier. We are standing out here suffering the effects of Mother Nature as we were not able to find the luxury of the PeeWee press box around here, and I don't see it anywhere either. So we'll just have to stand out here and suffer. Our batter is Medlin. Our runner is Lanier. Our outs are 2. Our score is 12-8. The American League leading over the National. We're in the top of the 6th. The National will get one more crack at it, of course. Should the weather cooperate with us. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it. That'll end things as Medlin strikes out, but not until some damage is done. For the National American League this inning, they get a total of 4 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors. We've completed a total of 5 1/2 innings of baseball play with the score. The American League 12, the National League 8. This is it, the bottom of the sixth. Up to bat, Shane Martin. The National League must score 4 runs to tie, 5 to win it. In the on-deck circle, Chad Bacom. Chad Balcom. Give me a B. Was never good in grammar anyway. Chad Balcom, the batter, as he threatens to hit me with a bat as I mispronounce his name. A ball hit hard by Martin. Fielded by the left fielder. Martin's aboard with the single. That'll bring Balcom to the plate. Balcom will be followed by leadoff hitter Dwayne Lowe. Balcom the batter. Martin on first. No men out. 12-8 the score. American over National. Rain falling steadily, however, not severely, and will continue the course of this ball game. Balcom squares the bunt, and that's a strike, says the home plate umpire. Balcom pops that one up. Fielders give charge on time. Martin's in the second. Throw's not going to be time. Balcom's aboard with the single. That'll bring Dwayne Lowe, the leadoff hitter, up. Balcom at first, Martin at second. Up to bat right now, Dwayne Lowe. In the on-deck circle, Eddie Tigner. We got a timeout on the field as the American League coaches have a word with their players. The National League, or the American League, only 3 outs away from winning this ball game. The American League has only 3 outs away from winning this ball game. Should the National League not score 4 runs to tie and 5 to win. Batter, Dwayne Lowe, no men out. Runners at first and second, pitch to Lowe. Lowe elects to let it go by. Ball 1. Lowe pops that one up. The shortstop giving call. He's got it. 1 away, runners hold. 2 outs away for victory for the American League. In our first game, the American League's were winners, defeating the National League by a score of 16-15 in a thriller. Will the American League do it again? Our batter right now, Eddie Tigner of the Indians. The windup pitch to Tigner. He elects not to let it go by. Elects to let it go by, that is. In the on-deck circle is Jeff Duty. Tigner bouncing ball as he lays the bunt down, fielded by third base. Everybody bobbles. Everybody safe. Base is loaded. Eddie Tigner with the squeeze bunt. It works. Base is loaded. Tigner at first. Balcom at second. And Martin at third. And up to bat, Jeff Duty. Jeff Duty representing the tie and run at the plate. Can he do it with the grand slam? We shall find out with 1 away. Jeff Duty could tie this ball game with a shot over the fence. And we've seen 4 of them today. Jeff Duty, fielders against the fence, so no doubt he has the ability to put it over. And now we got another timeout to talk it over here. The fans don't like the timeout. As the rain starts to fall, the field starts to get drenched. Everybody coming in now, the outfield as well. Since we got time on the field, we're going to take a timeout to try to draw out our video equipment by telling you the score. The American League 12, the National League 8. Bases loaded for the National League. The tying run at the plate. No, we'll keep it here as a conference there. Up to bat right now is our batter, James Duty. Duty deep! Grand slam, we are tied! James Duty comes through in the clutch. A grand slam home run. Here comes Martin. Here comes Balcom. Here comes Tigner. And here comes Duty. We are tied 12 runs apiece. I don't believe it. 1 out. I have seen everything. PeeWee League baseball here. James Duty in the clutch. He is mobbed by his National League teammates. Grand slam home run over the left field fence. It went all the way almost into the other field there. He launched that baby out of here. Home run, James Duty. Grand slam homer. James Duty. Should the American League win, without a doubt, our Mr. Gattis MVP. 1 away, Mike Castle, the batter. Wind up, swing and a miss, strike 1. Pop ball underneath the second baseman, or the shortstop, that is. 2 away. That'll leave it up to Steve Davis of the A's. Steve representing the winning run at the plate. In the on-deck circle, Davis hits it to the shortstop. Shortstop bobbles it. Davis is aboard. Davis is aboard with the winning run at first base. That'll bring up Indian Whitgammon. Whitgammon, the batter. The windup pitch to Gammon. He lets it go by. Gammon, a left-handed hitter. Gammon has a double so far. He's 1 of 2. Windup pitch. Gammon hits that hard. Base hit, Gammon. Here comes Davis. Davis running second. He's being flagged to the third. Davis coming in the third. Throw to second. Gammon will hold it first. Davis, they're sending him home. The throw. No, he's caught in a pickle between third and home. Coming into second is Witt. Coming into second is Whitgammon. Davis at third. Runners at second and third. Up to bat right now will be Ben Winters of the Yankees. A Yankee hit the home run. That was Jeff Duty. Can a Yankee hit the winning RBI home run? Here, Whitgammon or Ben Winters will be our batter, and he will try to do that right here with runners in scoring position. Representing the winning run, and we only need him to come in, is Steve Davis at third. Whitgammon of the Indians at second. He got Davis there. This could be it with 2 away. I mean, we went down to the wire. You can't even write it more exciting than this or hope for anything more exciting than this. Wind up in the pitch. Base hit. That will do it. Ben Winters has the winning RBI. Game is over. The American or the National League has come from behind to defeat the American League by a score of 13-12. The rain coming down steadily. We're going to have to wrap it up from here. Without a doubt, our winning MVP has to be Jeff Duty with the grand slam that honored it. We'll have to give a co-MVP to Ben Winters, both of them from the Yankees of the Mount Juliet League. We're going to wrap it up here once again in another exciting slugfest. The National League, the home teams, the winners, 13-12 over the American League. For my cameraman, Andy Lund, this is Tom Meredith. Have a great day, everybody. Come on, let's get out of here. Let's get that battery in. Before we get everything wet.